Sofia Juarez was only 4, about to turn 5 years old, when she went missing after attempting to follow her grandmother's boyfriend to the store. So, what happened to little Sofia? Sofia was last seen around February 4th, 2003, between the hours of 8 p.m. and 9:15. She had asked her mother for money to go to the store with her grandmother's boyfriend, and when he left, she left as well to try to catch up and follow him. She was last seen at some point in time walking along South Washington Street, and that was the last time she was saw. When her grandmother's boyfriend arrived, they asked where Sofia was at, and he said that she never went to the store with him and he hadn't seen her, thinking that she actually stayed behind. When they realized that Sofia was nowhere to be found and did not go to the store with him, they contacted authorities and started a search right away. Now, Sofia was the very first case or missing child to be the Amber Alert system. So she was the first Amber Alert notification that was set out in Washington State after not being able to find her or have her returned. The investigation was huge. Neighbors or police and volunteers knocked on neighbors' doors for a 3-mile radius and included lots and lots of volunteers trying to find out what happened to Sofia. Her family and investigators tried to continue to keep the case open as long as possible, trying to make sure that it did not become a cold case. And they continued to keep it active over the years. Now, there was also a van of interest in the area. It was a full-size panel van, so they had no windows. So think about it like a work van, possibly light blue or silver, from the late 70s or early 80s in the area. They saw that vehicle around the same times that she was missing, between 8 p.m. and 9:15 p.m. They're still trying to figure out whose vehicle this was, and they would still like to talk to those folks. But in 2006, a farmer found a skull in his field after a field fire. They believed that it was a possibility that it was connected to Sofia, but after DNA tests and other investigations, they concluded it was most likely not a match to Sofia. Approximately 5 years after Sofia went missing, her mother decided to move down to California. But unfortunately, within a year of her moving down there, she passed away, never knowing what happened to her daughter, which is incredibly heartbreaking as a parent myself. Regardless of her mother passing and them not being able to find anything, investigators still continue to try to renew the search for Sofia. In 2021, on the 18th anniversary of her disappearance, they put out the missing or homeward bound posters on semi-trucks featuring Sofia in the area, just to have a renewed sense of the case for folks. In 2021, the Kennewick Police Department released additional suspect description based on witness statements. A Hispanic male, estimated to be around 11 to 14 years old at the time of disappearance, and about 5 feet to 5 feet 2, with a chubby baby face, short wavy hair with flat bangs, and a possible mark on the cheek with large hands. Unfortunately, that was the only suspect that they can find that had possibly anything to do with Sofia, but they haven't been able to figure out who that might be. Also in 2021, there was a viral TikTok of a woman out of Mexico who claimed that she had been kidnapped at a young age and didn't know who she was. People thought that that could be Sofia, but after digging into it and doing testing, they concluded that this girl from the viral TikTok was in fact not Sofia. Because the timeline on when Sofia went missing has gaps, they haven't been able to really narrow down exactly the timeline of events when she left the home, when she was last seen, when she may have encountered people, or when she was actually supposed to return. It's unfortunate that that happened at this time, that just, they weren't unsure of exactly timeline of events. Now, over 75 different leads have been given to investigators over the years, where they've been trying to find credible sources or anything like that. but Sofia is still missing. If you have any information regarding the disappearance of Sofia Juarez out of the Kennewick, Washington area, you can contact the Kennewick Police Department at 509-585-4208 or the Center of Missing and Exploded Children at 1-800-THE-LOST. Please help Sofia's family bring some answers to what happened that evening to Sofia and where she may be. Everyone in that community has been wanting to find answers, not just her family. Please help them bring Sofia home.